I'm Lucy.
I'm Amelia.
And welcome to
Two girls,
All the Tea. So grab a cuppa
and join us.
So before we start today's episode, we wanted to mention that we will be discussing the movie Midsommar. Therefore, we will be discussing some very disturbing scenes in the movie, which also contains mentions of suicide. So here's a little trigger warning for you. Without further ado, if you're still here,
Hi!
welcome back.
Welcome to the Trauma.
So we will be discussing Midsommar today.
Yeah, this is a film that we obviously have both seen. Lucy saw it before I did, and then we're like, oh my god, you have to watch this film, it's so good. Literally the first scene, I was like, Lucy, what the hell? What are we watching?
Yeah, so we just thought we'd go through like a brief discussion of what happens in the movie.
And then we wanted to like review some Letterbox reviews as well, because they're quite funny.
Because everyone loves Letterbox.
Yeah.
Anyone who's ever watched any movie ever
goes on Letterbox.
Like when I see like a movie in the cinema, the credits roll and I'm on Letterbox.
Yeah,
like
literally.
I don't mess about.
The whole car journey home is just like, okay, then this person said.
Yeah, the person who's driving needs the passenger princess to be pulling up the Letterbox. And respectfully, if you're not, I don't want to drive.
Exactly.
Because I need to be that person.
Yeah.
But what even happens in this movie?
I don't know. My whole recollection of it is you being like, oh my god, it's such a good movie. And then like every 10 minutes she was like, I can't watch. And so I knew when something disturbing was about to happen because Lucy would like close her eyes, like scream. I was like,
I'd only seen this movie twice when I can only watch it like once a year. Like it's like a once a year, it's like Christmas.
Yeah.
Like it only happens once a year. And it's like, but then occasionally I'll find a friend who like hasn't seen it yet, and I'm like,
and you're like, oh my god,
I know what we need to do. It's like a rite of passage. I don't know what to. It's a rite of passage to something.
To the trauma.
To like another
trauma
level
bonding.
Of being. Did I tell you when I saw that woman with a tattoo of it?
Yes. Oh my god.
I used to work in a Wetherspoons and someone had a tattoo, 3 tattoos in a row on her like bicep of Midsommar. And I was like, is that a Midsommar tattoo? And she was like, yeah. She's like, oh my god, do you love it? And I was like, that's messed up. Like, I couldn't even be like...
You clocked her, you're like, nah.
I mean, I clocked it so fast because it was like a bear, a teepee, and then it said like, does he feel at home to you? And I was like, I already know. Like, what movie in the world has that 3 combination?
Yeah.
And I was just like, girl, you know what? I respect it. She had some really cool tattoos of like horror movies, and I thought, I respect it.
I respect it.
But it's not for me.
No.
Anyways, what even happens at the beginning?
Well, I remember the beginning where obviously when she's crying and her like scream matches the music, and instantly I was like, I don't want to keep watching
It's
this.
like, well, yeah.
I was like, Lucy, can we turn it off,
I always forget the whole beginning bit is like kind of important. Like when her parents like die, and her sister like kills the parents
and herself,
and it's like that's like the first fight. That's before the credit.
I know,
and
yeah, literally.
And it's this movie.
You're like, what is going on?
And Will Poulter's there, and Florence Pugh's there,
literally, yeah.
And it's like, oh my god, what's going on? Like, and you're just kind of like, I don't even know.
No,
it's just messed up already. And then she's screaming, and her music, her like scream matches like the music, and then like they pan out.
Like it gives me chills, but not in a good way.
Not in a good way.
I was sat there like, ooh,
I've got goosebumps.
That's messing with my ears. I don't like that.
Goosebumps, and it's not in like a ooh.
Yeah, it's
like
in a stop
it. And it like pans up, and it's like Midsommar, and there's like trees, and you're like, we just started.
Yeah,
I feel like I've been here for like half an hour.
Yeah,
but you haven't. It's just the beginning of the movie.
Just the beginning of the movie.
But I feel like that was very important.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that is like very important, but I feel like the first time I watched this, I was like, that was so irrelevant.
But it's not.
It's so important because like she gets like so easily drawn into this cult because she's in like such a
state of grief,
unstable state of mind. That's how they draw it in.
Yeah.
Like all the movies just talking about her mental health.
Yeah.
I mean, the first time I watched it, I was like, irrelevant. But
you're like, her parents died, who cares? Get on with the film.
Irrelevant, move on. But like I feel like it is actually relevant.
Yeah.
Like
it's highly relevant.
It's actually the plot of the movie.
It's literally the entire plot of the movie. Because otherwise her boyfriend was going to break up with her and she'd have never gone on that whole trip.
Can we talk about
I hated the boyfriend.
Her
parents literally died, and he's like, yeah, but I find it kind of annoying. I was like, what?
When he's like, when she calls him and she's like crying, he like rolls his eyes. I'm like,
yeah, because doesn't she call him to be like, my sister's acting really weird, I'm really scared, and he's like, get over it, babe.
Like, grow up.
He's like, I'm on a night out with the lads. Like, I don't care.
They were sat in some like weird like I don't know like joining like what's it called, diner. And they were just like sat there eating like fries. I'm like, I think you've got time. Like if anyone called me, if I called anyone in that situation and they were like, oh, you're fine, I'd be like, you don't care about me at all.
Yeah.
I'd like I'd call like the pet hamster in that situation. I'd expect them to come to my
Yeah.
help. Like,
I feel like if someone called me, screaming, crying, being like, my sister's acting really weird, I'd be like, okay, what do you need me to do?
I'd
I'm
be
there
round.
instantly.
I'd be in
Yeah.
the car.
I'd be bringing everyone. I'd be like, I know we're on a night out, but come on, we've got to go help.
Yeah,
like,
literally. I'd be in the car. I'd be
Yeah.
seated, and if I couldn't drive, I'd be in an Uber.
yeah.
I'd be there. Also, like, high key though, this is not a read on like what's the name, Danny, the main character, but well, it kind of is. But like, you know, like at the beginning, she's like, her sister sent her an email,
Yeah.
and she's like, "I'm so over this. I'm going and taking."
She
Mum and Dad
basically
with me."
says like she's gonna kill everyone.
And then like Danny like was like, I don't know, like that sounds a bit weird. Should I go round? I don't know.
Yeah.
Why weren't we round there? Like if someone in my life sent me that email, also why are we talking?
I'd be
about
calling
email?
the police, being like, I'm really scared.
I'd be on the phone to the police, and I'd be in the car on the way.
Because as well,
to their
didn't her
house.
sister have like a history of mental health problems?
Yeah, she's like tried to like.
So that's what I
before.
mean. I feel
Yeah.
like she, as soon as got that email, she should have called the police and be like, my sister has a history of this kind of behavior.
Mhm.
Like, I need someone to go around and check on my parents right now.
Yeah,
Because even if she
literally.
didn't live that close, like I get that she couldn't get around them, but
Oh,
she
yeah,
could have called the
valid.
police to be like, can you
Literally,
go
I
around and
need
make
you
sure
to
everything's
go.
okay?
Yeah, like I feel like I don't know. I feel like it took us like a little bit too many hours to get there.
Yeah.
Like I would have been calling the police immediately.
Yeah.
Because that's not even like wasting time because like something is wrong.
Yeah.
Even if like she hadn't like done that, so I'd still be like, you need to help her.
Yeah,
like,
you need to
you
talk
need
to
to
her.
take her somewhere. She
Yeah.
needs to be like put under like help
Yeah.
because like that's not a normal thing
No.
to be thinking. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I agree.
yeah. Anyways,
Yeah.
first read on Danny. Probably the only one actually. I quite liked her.
Yeah,
character.
I did
I
like
know
her
she like
character.
joined the cult at the end and like killed her boyfriend, but
But
So,
I also was
yeah.
kind of like valid. By the end of the film, I was like, valid.
he was horrible.
He was
Like he
horrible.
was horrible.
I did not feel bad for him at all. Not one bit.
No.
Also, didn't he have sex with a minor?
Yes, he did.
Was he like possessed or something? Or like, I don't know what
I
happened
think
there.
he was just on drugs, and obviously that's not
Yeah.
an excuse.
No. But he was like attracted to her before the drugs, wasn't he? Because she kept like flirting with him and he was like, ooh.
Yeah, and he was kind of eating into it, and I was like, wait,
She's a minor.
She's 14.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. Yeah, because wait, we need to. We'll get to that.
We'll get to that. We're gonna go chronological order. So
Are
we
we?
need to- I don't
so
know.
Far, I feel like
The
this
film,
happened.
Yeah, the film does not feel chronological. I think that's a problem.
The film doesn't feel real.
The
I'm
parts,
struggling to
yeah,
remember it.
it's like a fever dream.
Yeah.
There's parts of it that stick out to me, and then other parts where I'm like, I remember it vaguely, but I don't actually know when that
like,
happened.
I think that happened at some point.
At some
Well,
point.
like, so then after the title, we've got to the title. It's been like 15 minutes. We've got to the
We're
title.
gonna be here for 2 hours.
Good luck, guys. Strap in. Yeah, so then we get to that, and then she's like, it kind of cuts to like, is it like a year later? And she's
Yeah.
obviously still grieving, obviously.
Obviously.
And then like,
I don't think you can ever get over that kind of trauma.
no, like that's like you're gonna have to pay a therapist a lot of money. Like,
Yeah.
'cause that's a lot of money.
Because it's also the way that her sister did it that I think is very traumatic.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like it wasn't just like gunshots, you know. It was
like a whole.
which I won't go into it
situation.
because that is quite a
Yeah.
it's a
whole
heavy thing. That's quite heavy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel
But,
like you'll never get over that.
You
No matter
wouldn't,
what
yeah,
time you've
literally.
got.
But like this is the thing, and then like it's when he's planning that trip to like, is it Sweden?
Yeah.
But then he hasn't like told her, and then like his friends are really weird because they absolutely hate her. And
Yeah, and I don't really know why they hate her.
It's just Will Poulter. I can't remember his character's
No.
name, but everyone knows Will Poulter. Like
I like Will Poulter.
I
This
love
person,
Will
though.
Poulter. Oh,
But
yeah,
I
love
hated.
Will
But this
Poulter.
is how good of an actor he is. I hated his character.
But then it's like I
was
feel
like,
like
who's
I
this
always
man?
hate his characters. Like in like Maze Runner.
He does
as
always
well.
play like baddies.
It's the
Baddies.
eyebrow baddie. It's the eyebrows. Like he's got them stern
Yeah,
look.
stern eyebrows.
Like, I look at his eyebrows and I'm like,
But then
like-
in the is it We're the Millers where he's just like a little dumbass, and I love him.
I love him.
I like
now.
how we're now just reviewing Will
Yeah,
Poulter's
anyways,
work.
we love you.
We love you, Will Poulter. He's
But,
also in the
like-
bet anyway.
He's like, is he? I don't
Yeah,
know
he's in The
that.
Bear.
Sorry,
He
guys.
plays a chef in The Bear, and he's very
Chef Will Poulter.
Chef Luca.
Oh, sorry.
He works on the
where-
desserts, and I'm like, yes.
dessert section. Sweet treat
Yeah.
man. I love him.
Mhm.
Anyway,
Anyway,
where were we?
they're going on the trip, and for some reason his
Yes.
friends hate her.
But then her boyfriend, I love how I don't know anyone's name. Her boyfriend's like, oh, let's just invite Danny. And all the friends are like, what? But like, they get on the plane and they go to Sweden and they just take loads
But
of
also, personally, if I was her, I wouldn't go
I wouldn't want
because
to.
I would know the vibe that my boyfriend's friends do not like me,
But also,
and I'm
I
like,
think-
I don't want to be stuck like on a trip with these people who clearly hate me.
Yeah, but then I think she was trying to give them the grace. Like she was
Yeah.
probably thinking, like, I'm just thinking that, and like, because she always tried to be like so nice. I do think
Yeah.
she's such a nice person. Even when they get to Sweden, she's so like respectful. Like
Yeah.
she's so lovely. But then they were the issue. But like the whole time she's like, "Oh, thanks so much, guys, for inviting me." Like
Yeah.
I think she was just trying to give them grace and be
Yeah.
like, maybe I'm just thinking that, like, you know, like I'm just gonna be nice to them, like let them theory by Mel Robbins. Like
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be nice to them, whatever, because why wouldn't you be? Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
maybe, yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know. But then also like I personally still wouldn't go because
No.
I'd be like, also I don't. She doesn't really know their friends that much.
No, no.
And also, like that, one of his friends was really weird. Do you remember when he was Pele?
Yes.
Pele,
Oh my god,
the one from
yeah.
the cult, and he was like really weird. He was like, "I'm sorry to hear about your mum and your dad and your sister."
Yeah, he's like bringing her into it before they even go on the trip.
Yeah, and
They're
he's
like sat on
like,
the couch and he's like, "Oh, so I heard about your parents."
and
Like,
she's like, "That was like a year ago," and then she's like getting upset, and he's like, "No, my family can help you."
yeah.
Pele.
He was drawing her in from the beginning.
Yeah, he was like planting the seed of like, there's people who can
Also,
help you.
I've just actually realised this, had a brainwave. Is he technically like a murderer? Because he literally brought his friends to this cult knowing what was going to happen to them, surely.
yeah, like technically, yeah.
Why is it giving me like Get Out vibes? Have you seen that film?
Yeah, I've seen Girl.
Yeah. You know how she just constantly like dates
Yeah.
people to bring them into the family
A
and
little
like
bit,
kill
yeah.
them, basically.
That's basically was
Oh,
his
Pele.
job. Pele.
Guy. My
Pele.
guy.
My guy. Sorry.
I was gonna say my guy, and then I was gonna say girl, but I was like, he's not girl, is he? He's my guy. But then I just went guy.
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 He's a guy.
Guy.
But
Yeah.
wait, where did we get to?
You've not even got to the trip yet. They're on the plane.
No, I feel like they got there.
Yeah.
Because like, they got there and they started like taking those magic mushrooms. Like,
And then didn't she have like a panic attack?
well, yeah, because she was
Fair
like
enough.
on mushrooms and definitely was like just a bit high.
Yeah.
And then they got to the cult. Yeah, and then everyone was
Oh, did they
greeting
meet
them.
like another couple there?
Oh,
because then that couple like
yeah.
got killed, didn't they?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they met like another couple, and then they were like went to the cult with them. And I don't really know. I feel like for a little bit, nothing really
really happened.
except when they were going to like the dorms, they got to sleep in the hospital,
Yeah.
and there was a baby crying. Oh, I'm gonna sleep somewhere else.
I would have.
I'd
I'd have
slept in
gone and
the
slept
woods,
outside. I would
literally
not cared.
somewhere
Yeah.
else. Like I would not have been like, let me imagine if you didn't take it, like you didn't take your loops with you.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I forgot my earbuds. Oh, you'd be.
Oh
I
my
forgot my
God.
AirPods. Oh, you'd be fuming. No one had any headphones or anything.
I know.
I would have had like I don't know. I would have had like my
Yeah.
pill, like that was my little tablet in the
Yeah.
wheel. Like I would have had like my loops, my headphones, my AirPods, charger, cable extension,
Yeah.
laptop. What if I want to watch a movie? I don't know. I feel like no one really packed for the
Did they even have
occasion.
electricity there?
I don't think so. How would you charge your phone?
Well, I don't think they had
It's
phones.
first world problems, really.
I don't
isn't
think they
it?
had phones.
In this cult in Sweden, how would they
In
charge
the
their
middle of
phone?
nowhere. I don't think they even had like signals, so there was no point in them having phones.
Yeah, because it didn't, did they?
Yeah, because didn't they say something about like I think the couple wanted to get to the airport
Yeah, the
or
train
something,
station.
and the cult were just oh we'll drive you because there was like no
Yeah.
service to call
God.
taxi.
God, you'd be gutted if you didn't if you hadn't downloaded your favorite movies on Disney Plus. Just sometimes when you go somewhere like camping or somewhere, and then you go on,
Yeah.
it's not fully downloaded, and there's that little red exclamation mark. Oh, you'd be fuming. Can you imagine?
I feel like your phone would die after watching one film though. And then
Yeah, but it's
kind of-
worth it. Like, if you couldn't sleep and everyone was up at night, like you think,
Yeah.
oh, I'll just put my Disney Plus on. You could
True.
do it in like segments, couldn't you?
And you could take a portable charger. To be fair,
Yeah, you could
that'll last
actually,
for a
yeah.
while, wouldn't it?
So this is the things I feel like no one really packed.
Yeah.
And they were there for like a month.
And if they'd have had a phone, they could have called the police.
But there's no service.
Oh, there's no service.
Oh god. Well, at least you could have
Well,
watched Disney Plus.
yeah.
That night.
Had a bit of
Anyway.
fun, like
Yeah. Anyways, we divert.
yeah, we divert. But there was that old couple. They were they like the elders of the
I
cult?
actually forgot about that.
And there was
already.
like, yeah,
they were like, it wasn't. They turned like 80, and then they had to sit at that table, and then they went up to the top of the hill
yeah,
and just
died.
yeeted themselves off.
Yeah. Was it like a
Yeah.
sacrifice kind of thing? I can't remember what the point of that was.
I think it was kind of like your life ends at 80.
so. They
And
just
so
have
you
to
just
kill
like
themselves.
at 80, if you're still there, it's just like off you go.
And then if they did, oh my god, when they didn't die and they had to
I
smash.
actually can't even like. That was like
Major trigger warning here. They had to smash a guy's skull in because
Oh
he
my
didn't die when he
God.
jumped from the cliff.
when like literally when I first watched this movie, I literally at that scene I was like, what the actual hell?
Yeah. Well, I knew something bad was about to happen because you were like,
I was getting the pillow
like
just
covering your face, like
progressively.
I'm not watching this.
Yeah.
And then like they jumped, and I was like, oh, it must be over. Like that must be the worst of it. Looked, and then they're like smashing this guy's skull, and I was like,
But then there's bits later on when like Danny is
she
like
has
remembering
flashbacks
it, and
to
she's
it.
like, and the flashbacks are so sudden, and you're like, oh my
yeah.
god, there
Oh my
it
god, I
is
saw
again.
it. I saw
happened
brain.
again.
Yeah.
Like, it's just I feel like that's like the first. That's like the first bit in the movie where you're like, what
What the actual hell is happening?
Like
yeah.
what the actual hell is going on? Because then, like, after that, it went chill again for a bit. Like, after that happened, everyone started having a bit of a breakdown. That's when the couple, like,
Yeah.
tried to leave, and then they disappeared. And then, also, if people were disappearing one by one, I'd be thinking, I'm next.
Yeah, this is weird.
I'm next. Like,
Yeah, because didn't that couple, the guy disappeared first,
yeah.
and she was like, I don't know where he's gone, and they're like, oh, he must have gone to the train station, we'll just drive you.
And she was like, bye.
And she was like, but
himself.
why would he leave me? Yeah.
Yeah.
And didn't they say, like, oh, there's only one seat in the car, so we've had to, like, drop him off and come for you, or something like
Lies
that.
in LA.
Yeah, so then they're like, oh, we'll drive you, and then she disappeared. To be fair, Danny was the only, like, actual plausible-minded person in this, because she was like, where have this couple gone? And they were like, oh, they just went home. She's like, no, because, like, he disappeared, she's disappeared, like, this is not normal. They're like, oh, it's gonna be fine, like, stop worrying about it.
When her boyfriend was like, why are you so worried? And she was like, because two of our friends have disappeared.
Yeah.
They're nowhere to be seen. And now your friends are starting to disappear one by one. And we just watched this old couple literally jump off a cliff. And he's like, oh my God, it's like a religious thing.
I know, and she's like, I don't think that's
she's like, what?
religious.
She's like, yeah, but either way, I don't agree with this. Like,
because how does Will Poulter die? I can't remember, because there's like a girl that like kind of attracts him, isn't there? And then she like pulls him aside and like,
didn't one of them got turned into a pie?
Yeah.
And then one of them was like stuffed, do you remember? With like hay.
Yeah.
I can't remember who that was. I can't remember
where
they all went.
one of them get stretched out or something? I can't remember.
And that was the hay guy.
Yeah.
Because he was like in like the chicken coop.
Yeah. It's so quite grim things happened.
And then that's when the boyfriend started. Do you remember the maypole dancing?
Oh my God,
that was fun. I feel like Danny was having a good time.
It did, to be fair. She was extremely high.
I was like, oh,
yeah,
my baby's having a good time.
For once.
For once in this movie, she's
in like the worst situation of her life, and she's like, you know what? Maybe I'll just dance.
She was really high, to be fair, but
yeah,
and then like
that's is that the same point where her boyfriend then goes and shags this minor?
Not
because I feel like she comes back from
because she gets crowned as the May Queen.
Yeah,
and they go off and do that ritual in the woods where she has to bury stuff. I don't really know what. And then when she's in the woods doing that ritual, he's like
going off with this minor.
And
also in that like barn or wherever it happened, he was like surrounded by all these women like with their tits out,
and they were all just like,
I was like, what is happening?
Having a time pleasing themselves.
Yeah,
and then
watching a minor get shagged
by this man, and then like at the end she's like, I felt it, because obviously like
they're trying to like get her pregnant, aren't they,
through like not having like incestual relationships, because obviously then like the kids...
it's a whole family, isn't it?
Yeah,
so they're like, we need someone from the outside to come in and impregnate her.
Yeah,
it was just very strange.
It's also kind of lucky if like you get pregnant from like
one try. I thought that when she was like, oh, I can feel it, I was like, I don't think you can, babe.
And they were like rocking back and forth to like try and like
get it to go up.
Go there to the egg, and I was like, I don't know if that's how it works.
Yeah, I don't think that's how it works.
I mean, I'm not a scientist, but like
I've heard the whole like putting your legs in the air kind of method to let gravity do its thing, but
like I don't think it works. I don't think it does work. But yeah, so highly implausible, but I guess whatever. And then Danny comes
she
back
saw it,
and
didn't
sees
she?
it,
Yeah.
And then she's like screaming, and all the woman just start like screaming with her, and you're just kind of like, okay,
yeah.
And then that's when she decides like, I hate this bitch.
And he gets killed.
And then they have that meal, and they're like, you need to sacrifice someone. There's like several different people,
and she's like, I know who.
Yeah, and like when she's just looking at him, and I'm like, we already know who she's gonna pick. Like, and then like and then like the bear. I don't really know why he was inside a bear.
Yeah, I don't know why he was inside a bear.
I guess they just thought, I think
it's their like sacrificial kind of thing, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I feel kind of bad for the bear. Like, what did he do?
No, the bear did nothing wrong.
The bear was just like, what the hell did I do? Just like, okay, great.
Yeah.
And then like, and then the teepee and all his friends were in the teepee, and then
they just set on fire.
And then she's in the field like laughing, but she's
it wasn't was the one of them that it was him, wasn't it? The boyfriend wasn't dead. They just set like the whole thing on fire with him in there. Yeah. And he could feel everything.
Yeah. But he was also wasn't he like disabled at the end? He was in a wheelchair.
Maybe.
But I can't remember why. I think he just had like too many drugs or something.
Yeah.
I don't know why he was in a wheelchair.
I don't know.
I just remember he was in a wheelchair, and I was like, why was he in a wheelchair? Like, he couldn't move.
Yeah. Anyway, so basically this is a very strange film.
It's very strange, but also like so interesting.
Yeah.
Like when you watch it for like the second time, everything has a meaning.
And I think when you analyse it, you realise it, like all of this happened because she was getting integrated into this cult because of the current mindset she was in.
Literally,
like she just kind of like lost her her mentality, basically.
She basically is just, they live there now.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, the whole thing was because, like, Pele probably just wanted to bring them all there so they had sacrifices. And
Yeah.
because he knew Danny was in such an awful state that she could just be integrated into the cult.
Yeah.
And then they'd have
Because
another
wasn't
person.
he was like kind of supporting her to become like the May Queen and stuff like that.
Yeah, didn't he like kiss her at one point and she was like, what?
So I think he always had like a plan that his friends would be like the sacrifices and he would bring her in and she could be like this queen, I guess,
May
of
Queen,
the cult.
and then like she would be like the new May Queen, and then she's
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then she lives there now. Forever.
God. Strange, isn't it?
Well, should we read some Letterbox reviews?
Wow. Yeah.
Like, anyways,
after all that. But yeah, it is. It's one of those films where I feel like everyone knows it's kind of disturbing.
Oh yeah.
Like when you were like, "Oh, we'll watch Midsommar when I'm around," and I was like, "Okay." And the night before, Adam was like, "So what are you gonna watch?" I was like, "Midsommar." He was like, "Shut the front door." He was like, "No, you're not." I was like, "What? Have you seen it?" He was like, "No, but I know enough about it that you should not watch it."
Yeah. Like, I feel like everyone, as soon as you say like Midsommar, everyone's like gives you that look of like, really?
Are you okay?
Like, honestly, Midsommar walked so Saltburn could run.
Yeah.
Because I think Saltburn's like good, but I think it just kind of does weird things to be weird. I think Midsommar kind of had like such a plot. Like,
yeah. Her phone's crashed.
Letterbox is not having a good time. Oh, it's okay. She's like,
she's
you want to watch Midsommar?
She's here. Yeah, but I feel like a lot of this, like before I watched Midsommar, the way it was kind of like described to me by people was as a horror. I wouldn't say it was a horror. It was just disturbing.
I'd say it's
thriller, really.
It's
because in my mind, horror is like jump scares, like
really. See, in my mind, like jump scares is like a thriller.
Really,
I think horror is something that like is like so disturbing that like you're like, oh my god.
Oh,
because in my mind, like jump scares and stuff, that's just kind of like, oh, it's a thriller. Like, you can have jump scares in anything. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
But like, I don't know. I would maybe call it like a psychological horror.
Yeah,
because I don't think it's necessarily scary, but it's disturbing.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. Horror to me is something that's scary, something that like jump scares scare you, or it's like something like supernatural. Do you know what I mean? Like ghosts definitely. And stuff like that. Whereas to me, this was like thriller.
Yeah,
because it's like it's scary, but not to the point where you're like terrified. Do you know what I mean? Like to me, a horror is something where I go to bed and think I should not have watched that, which I did feel about this, but not in like the sense of. I like with horror, I'm like, oh, what if there's a ghost in my room? With this, I never thought like, oh, what if I join a cult? Do you know what I mean?
So true, actually.
Like I didn't go to bed thinking, oh my god, that could happen to me.
Yeah.
Whereas I know with like ghosts might not be real, but like when I watch horror, I think, oh my god, what if there's a ghost?
What if that happens?
Yeah.
Oh, we've got some fun reviews here.
Oh my gosh, I'm excited.
I haven't actually read like most of these, so I'm like. As someone said, always great to see a feel-good movie about traveling, recognizing your worth, and wearing fun new accessories as you leave a toxic relationship. Getting rid of a shitty boyfriend can be a real bear.
That's so funny.
Love.
Getting rid of a shitty boyfriend can be a real bear.
Someone's put, babe, you okay? You barely touched your pubic hair pie. I forgot about that.
Yeah, was that Will Poulter's character had to eat pubic hair
pie? I think it was because didn't Danny like make the pie? They were like, come make the pie with us, and it was like made out of like something
pubic hair. Was that to like get them to be like attracted to them? I don't really know what the purpose of that was.
I think they were just like, oh, we've run out of like chicken meat, let's just cook this guy. Someone said, Ari Aster, who's like the director, said, yeah, grief is awful, but you know what's worse? White men.
So true, honestly.
Someone put, that was so scary. Thank God Sweden doesn't exist in real life. Someone put the best version of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory since 1971.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, this is so funny. Some of these I'm like, I can't even like. Loads of people are saying like Hot Girl Midsommar.
Let's not.
No, let's not. I know it was Midsommar the other day when everyone's like, "You doing anything to celebrate the Midsommar?" And I was like, "No, I'm not. I'm not." Someone said the boyfriend in Midsommar would be like, "Don't kill yourself, haha. You're so sexy, haha." There's one somewhere that I read this when I first watched it. It was like one where it was like it was like the couple behind me in the cinema when this came out in cinema. It was like at the end of the movie, presumably the boyfriend turned to his girlfriend and was like, I don't think he deserved that. And she was like, well, you would think that, wouldn't you? And he was like, Godspeed to
God.
them. Godspeed to them.
Midsommar wrecking relationships.
Oh, I forgot about this when he like pissed on the ancestral tree.
Oh
There's
my
that tree
god,
and Will Porter just started like
yeah.
pissing
Oh
there.
my god, yeah. Also, I just realised like the kind of metaphor of her boyfriend becoming a bear. You know, the whole like, would you pick a man or a bear kind of
Yeah,
situ.
definitely. Yeah.
Like I'd choose the bear, but he became the
he's
bear.
both. I'm like, no, don't kill me in a ritual sacrifice. You're so sexy, haha. There's loads of Pele memes. Me about Pele. This isn't you. You're not a murderer, my friends. But he just killed 3 people. Me, I know, but deep down he's not. Do people find Pele sexy? Is this a thing?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Or do they like feel sorry for him? I don't.
This is actually so true. Proof that it's possible to make a very effective horror movie in complete sunlight.
Yeah,
Because-
there weren't night scenes,
No,
were
because I
they?
do think that like a lot of the time, people in horror like use darkness, myself included, to like make things scary. Because
Yeah.
darkness is really scary, but this is quite an effective horror movie, and the whole thing is in broad daylight.
Yeah, because isn't like the part, or is it just Sweden in general? I don't know, but the part of Sweden there is no night time. Well, there is, but like
It's like
because weren't they like in bed and it was still bright
yeah.
outside?
I think it's like it's very little. Like
yeah, they have hardly any
nighttime.
night. Yeah,
Is that part when she has like a nightmare and it's night, but she's like dreaming, like it's not real.
that's the only part where it's dark, isn't it?
Yeah. Someone's put, this is the perfect movie to watch if you're single during cuffing season because it'll remind me that most relationships are actually awful. Oh my god.
Oh my god. You can't read that one.
Someone put, I think every year we should let one girl burn her shitty boyfriend at the stake in a bear costume. This sounds perfect.
Let's make it a yearly ritual.
On Midsommar every year. We just pick one guy. Oh my god, these are all so good. Someone put, it's for the girls. The guys wouldn't get it. There's so many.
Honestly, so true. That scene where she like walks off screaming. Do you remember? Like, I feel like that's such a mood.
Yeah.
When she's
like, oh my god, I actually actively send that meme to people. Apparently, also there's a director's cut that's like 4 hours long. Yeah.
I don't know if I want to watch that.
I don't
what
know.
else
I
happens?
We should find it. Like, I feel we need to find it immediately
oh my
after
god.
this. Like, yeah. Apparently, everyone's saying about the director's cut.
What happens in the director's cut?
I don't know. Everyone's just saying that, like, it says director's cut plays even better once you realise that everyone is actually on Danny's side. Like, in it. It's a bit like Shutter Island vibes. So, like, you realise, like, you kind of realise, like, everyone's, like, rooting for Danny.
What, like in the cult?
Presumably so. I don't know.
Because I don't see his friends rooting for her.
No, probably, like, in the cult.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, yeah, maybe actually they go after her boyfriend because they're like, he doesn't deserve you, bitch.
Yeah,
like,
but you live here now.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Welcome to the cult.
We'll be watching that. Well, I will be.
Yeah, you can watch that.
Lilia's like, I'm not so sure
I'm
going
to go watch, like, Wally or something. Something nice and sweet.
Oh, the other night I couldn't sleep, you know, and I just started watching In the Night Garden.
Oh, I love that.
So good. Anyways, we'll do a review on that next time.
So next time we'll be back with a In the Night Garden review.
I would actually do that. There's some reviews that needs to be reviewed.
Yeah.
The Ninky Nonk. I need to know why Eleni Archons do not run like the Ninky Nonk. Like, anyways, we digress.
I feel like is In the Night Garden a British thing? Because if there's any Americans listening to this, they're like, "What is she on about?" She just said a little word no one understands.
You were like Macca Packa, and I was like the Ninky
Nonk.
Tomley Boos.
The Americans are like, so are they on the drugs that they were in Midsommar? Like,
promise we're not.
No.
Slay.
Yeah, well, that was fun.
Yeah, I feel like we really just covered a lot of ground there.
Yeah. We basically, what we did there was told you what happened in the film and then read some Letterbox reviews.
Yes.
We were like, so we're going to review Midsommar. So what happens?
But I feel like we reviewed it during it. We basically got there that we both quite like the movie, but we're both
disturbed by it and will not watch it again for a year.
Until I watch director's cut, which maybe happening soon.
I'll be getting a voice note like, oh my god, a meteor, right?
It's 4 a.m. tomorrow and I'm like, oh my god.
Oh my god. So anyways,
we hope you enjoyed this episode.
Yes, let us know what your thoughts of Midsommar are.
Yes, hopefully we're doing some more unhinged movie reviews.
Yeah.
Also.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you have any movies you want us to review, we're happy to watch new ones. Yeah, slay. We'll see you next week for another episode.
Thanks for watching and listening.
Yes, thank you.
Bye.